Hi Pisces, hi, thank you for joining me. I'm going to do a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Ascendant, or Inquiring. If you're curious about a Pisces, that's completely cool. It's going to be for the highest and greatest good of all of us. So see how the energies that come up here resonate into your world. But before I say that, before I get into my spiel, Pisces, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for your love, your comments, your support, your subscriptions, your likes, your shares, all that stuff. But most of all, from me, I appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you for the moments you allow our paths to cross to hopefully bring more clarity into our world. So there's more love involved for everybody. So thank you for these moments, Pisces. I appreciate them from the bottom of my heart with humbleness and gratitude to you. Thank you. Now, that being said, Pisces, please open up your own psychic and spiritual antennas and see which nuggets resonate for your question, your world, your situation. You might be here for one little nugget, or it might be a bushel. You never know. See how it goes and see what rings true to you. But always trust your own logic and intuition in the end to help you make sound decisions based in love. Okay? So let's see what God, higher self, your spirit guides, your angels, reason, logic, luck, energies, whatever you believe is totally cool. Want you to know for Pisces, want us to know. I have a Pisces rising, by the way. I'm like the last little section of Pisces rising before it would become Aries. I think it's a decan, D-E-C-A-N. If you get into astrology, the third decan, Pisces rising. Maybe that was important to somebody out there that has Pisces rising as well. Check which section of the rising you are in because it has different qualities. Okay, so Pisces, let's see. I have a bunch of cards here that have base energies for the spread to focus on. So these are our focus energies. Let's see what we have for Pisces. Career wisdom. Emotional wisdom. One more for Pisces. Wisdom to grow. I didn't want to look, but I will tell you that that sexual chemistry one was there, so I'm just going to leave it. Since I saw it, I'll show it to you. Maybe I'll pull an extra card for sexual chemistry for Pisces. See how it goes. This is the Shadowscapes. I'm going to pull one for career for Pisces from this deck. So Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Inquiring. Let's see what we have for this week. June 3rd to 9th, 2016. The Emperor. That's a pretty powerful one, Pisces. Taking control of that career of yours. Dictating whose job needs to be done by whom and who has the best talents to do what, and taking control into your own hand. He has these horns of stability. It's a 4, so he's grounded in the earth. He also is grounded in a tree in this deck. He's got, I think of like the Hugh Hefner robe. He's got his sexy robe on in this one, Pisces. And it's just slightly falling off of his collarbone. So he's exposing his self. He's exposing his or her heart, truth. But the heart is being covered by the world he's creating. It's coming from the heart. It's centered by the heart. It's protected by the heart. He has this crystal ball here so he can see his entire kingdom, every other kingdom. Through every angle, every scene, in movement, tapping into intuition as he needs it through his heart. being grounded and having his horns of stability, wisdom, growth. I see also leaves on his head, so I think of like the Green Man. There's a dragon in the crystal ball, and there's also this little green fairy. So elementals are all protecting him. So the elements are around you on your side, showing you where to go. These little tiny fairies are only there to nudge you, kind of push you, say, Emperor, Emperor, this is the way. But you're in control. So the others are around you for you to help. Maybe you need to give away some of your tasks to some of these little fairies so they can help you out and carry some of those small duties so that you can have this growth and stability. I mean, I want to say he's like kind of in the sun a little bit, but it's not very sunny out right now. So let's continue, Pisces. I have the Art of Tarot deck here. Let's pull one card for emotional wisdom for Pisces. That one. What was that? The World. All right, let's continue. I'm going to pull one from the Hermetic for wisdom to grow for Pisces. Card for Pisces. The High Priestess. Wow, Pisces, you got some pretty powerful cards here, I must say. Should we pull you one more for the sexual chemistry one? Yeah, why not? Let's pull one more for Pisces. This is the Hanson Roberts one for the sexual chemistry card that popped out for Pisces. Victory. Riding in on your parade of victory with sexual chemistry. That's pretty good, Pisces. You got a pretty good reading, I must say. I didn't mean to turn that over, but the Seven of Pentacles was here, so you've been waiting for something to grow for a while. Maybe as your seeds were growing, as the seasons were changing, you were learning. You were growing by learning how to tap into your higher self, Pisces. By learning how to see in the dark, how to see the center path, to understand there's a pillar here, and a center way made for you. I see 3. I see ice cream cones in this. I see the moon. I see a beautiful harp or stringed instruments, tapping into creativity, tapping into the music of your life, Pisces. She's sitting on these books of knowledge, wisdom. You gained wisdom, or look for where you will gain wisdom this week. Keep your wisdom close to you. This is wisdom that you can't always explain. You can't always put into words why you know it, why you feel it, why you sense it, why you are where you are, why you went through what you went through. But this is an inner knowing that there's a bigger reason behind everything. I see the moon in this, but I also see the sun. I see the sun rays in the moon. She's holding a book in her left hand as well, so she's receiving knowledge that she's playing the music of her soul with. So she also has some horns on her head here. I kind of think of like when the fat lady sings kind of thing. So music, singing, intuition, inner knowing, trusting that you will grow by your inner knowing, by all of those lessons that came to you in the dark, in the shadows, in the mysteries of life. Maybe this is where you're growing right now, Pisces. For emotional wisdom, you have the World. I mean, the quote here is Ralph Waldo Emerson. All that Adam had, all that Caesar could, you, Pisces, you have and can have too. Build therefore your own world. I stopped halfway through that quote, sorry. But then the picture here is the proportions of the human figure by Leonardo da Vinci, 1492, Galleria dell'Accademia of Venice, Italy. I mean, it's like the perfect man. The movement of man. This is movement. This is sort of how I see cards, you know. You need to move in the world. You need to find your center. You need to just know, Pisces, you're exactly who you are. You're exactly where you need to be for exactly this moment, this week. So ride your wheel of it's the world. I wanted to say the wheel of fortune. The world is an ending. Something is ending. There's a completion happening. There's a release in your life so you can have a brand new stability, a victory. You know, you're coming in this week with stability, a grounding force, rooted deep in the earth, knowing what you want, using your heart, handling your emotions, controlling them, allowing them, exposing them, right, Pisces? You do expose. You should be exposed. You're the one water sign that is exposed in that deep, dark sea. But I also think of Pisces as water that is calm and still and reflective. Others, you see the beauty in others. Sometimes, Pisces, you see how beautiful a soul is when that soul is not in a very beautiful place in their life, and you still want to see that beautiful soul. So that makes me want to think that perhaps you've found your stability in knowing what is good for you in your world and what is not, and releasing what is not, and starting with a foundation that is a pure, stable growth. You know, you have the world on your side. You can be anything you want right now, especially with this grounding energy and ending in victory and tapping into your higher self and your wisdom. I just say, Pisces, you're sort of good to go this week. High five. I mean, this is, you got the Emperor of the World, the High Priestess, so the 2 and the 4, the 21, and then the 6 of Rods. Now this is a victory. This isn't the victory. This is a good victory this week. This is a victory you can have that is tangible in your life. Don't stay on your high horse too long. Make sure after the parade you get off your horse and you thank this little guy here that was riding next to you when it was hot in the sun and there next to you the whole time, or, you know, maybe just met up with you at the gates and said, come here, victory boy or girl, come with us. We have fruits and vegetables and wine and cheese, and we want to celebrate with you because we heard how awesome this thing that you did was. You know, they got word of it. People are getting word of how awesome this thing that you have set out to accomplish is. And by the way, I almost forgot, this is in the sexual chemistry department. So wherever you feel like you have that spark in this department of sexual chemistry, go for it. Ride your parade. But when you get there, get off your horse and sit down at the table and put away your phone and have some food and have a little party and have a good time. Ground yourself a little bit with your environment so that you can actually have your celebration and you can get off your horse. Otherwise you get like saddle sore, and that's not very fun. So take that as you want, Pisces. I can take that so many different directions. I'm just going to let that go. So the world is in your hands. Make it what you want it to be. I'm going to say this quote one more time so I say it more smooth than I did the other time. So all that Adam had, all that Caesar could, you have and can do. Build, therefore, your own world. Your own world, yours. You've got your higher mind, your higher self, God, intuition, tapping you into the other side of the veil, This is the tangible side of the veil, and this is the side you can't see. And right now they're connected to victory, possibly in the love department, emotionally,